everyone. My name is Tyler Nix. I work for Okta as a product manager overseeing the OpenFGA project. I'm going to talk to you this morning about why OpenFGA is the developer-friendly way of doing authorization in your application. So OpenFGA is a centralized authorization system built for developers. It's based on a concept called relationship-based access control, and it's kind of a mesh between role-based access control and attribute-based access control. And it's inspired by a paper written by Google, which they call Zanzibar. And so Zanzibar is their internal authorization system that they built for all their applications at scale. And essentially what we did is we took that paper and kind of the good things about it and then packaged it up into an open source project that any developer would be able to use. But before I get into it, I have something really exciting to share. As of 9 days ago, OpenFGA has graduated from a sandbox project into an incubating project. So, thank you. We're really excited about this. Back in September of 2022, when Okta donated the OpenFGA to the CNCF, this is something that we've always been building towards, and so it's a big milestone for us. We also, by doing that, kind of joined a highly selective group of incubating projects. It's 36 of them. And then specifically in the security and compliance space, we joined other kind of authorization projects such as Open Policy Agent, which you heard about before, and KeyCloak. But we do it things just slightly differently, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. OpenFGA is maintained by Okta and Grafana. There's also a lot of adopters that contribute to the project. So some kind of names that you might know is Canonical and Docker, Headspace, and GoDaddy. And there's actually a lot of others, but due to their legal teams not allowing them to put their logo on this slide, they are unnamed. I wanted to call out, though, 5 specific ones. We just wanted to say a big thank you to Grafana and Docker, Agicap and Zuplo and Read AI. They were gracious to be interviewed by the CNCF during the due diligence process of incubation. So we just thank you for that. Now, really quick. You need to have 2 things in order for OpenFGA to be able to evaluate a authorization policy. The first one is what we call an authorization model. So right here, you'll see that we are defining an organization. You define those with using types or object types, which essentially represent resources. And in this, we're setting up a few roles, an admin and a member. The other thing that you need is tuples. So you have to have the data loaded into the authorization engine, and then it's able to then evaluate that through the model. So in this case, we are saying that Marie is a member of the Acme organization. Now, you have to write those tuples to OpenFGA. So a tuple is essentially a user, relation, and object. And so then you're able to write those, and then they're stored in a centralized data store. Right now, we support in-memory, SQLite, Postgres, and MySQL, but we hope to have more in the future. This example is using the Go SDK, but we also have other popular SDKs as well. Once you've written everything to OpenFGA, now you're able to check to see what permissions are allowed. And you would, in this case, use the check API. So we're right here, we're checking, does Marie have the ability to edit things inside of the Acme organization. Now, the beauty of OpenFGA is that it makes it really simple to be able to iterate on your authorization policy. So we've already defined an organization, but now we're adding a folder and document types. And just with a few simple lines of code, we're able to connect how folders relate to organizations and then also how documents relate to folders. And you'll see that we have defined that a folder has a parent of an organization, But then also folders are recursive in the ability that they can relate to each other. And then documents have parents of folders. So you can see it makes it super easy to create nested hierarchies of permissions. And then what we're able to do is not just be able to create those nested hierarchies, but you're able to cascade permissions or inherit permissions further down from any object type. So in this case, we'll see that for a folder, the admin of an organization is also the editor, but then the editors of folders can edit any of the documents inside those folders, but then also the admin has both edit and viewer relations. So that was as quick as I could do justice for OpenFGA, but if you find this project interesting, please come by and talk to us. We will be in the project pavilion on Wednesday, and then we'll also have a talk by Jose and Alice on Thursday. So thank you very much.